Hey guys, welcome back to another LEGO Star Wars 2016 Star Wars Ever review. Hey guys, this time we have the Star Scavenger. Its tag number is 75147. Its ages 8 to 14 up. It has 558 pieces. It is retailing for $49.99 or $50 US. Now guys, this set here is a set that, just like the previous one with the $30 Equipspire set, is based off the LEGO Star Wars The Freemaker Adventures series. It's going to be coming out soon this summer. And so, this set here, a lot of people have been saying it's a set that, it's down there. It's like the least favorite set, one of the least favorite sets that people are not gonna really want to get a lot. And so, I can't understand why, because this is based off something that's not canon to the Star Wars universe. And it's just a LEGO series that Disney and LEGO wanted to come together and make and put on television for kids. I wish I could completely understand why LEGO's trying to bring out LEGO Star Wars to a lot of kid fans who like Star Wars, who like LEGO, and are hoping to get a lot of those kids together and build and get a lot of these sets, just so they keep making money and such off their toys. And so I can understand that, but this set here, I am having like a completely different opinion that a lot of other people have been thinking. And I'm thinking this is a pretty good set for those Star Wars fans who are looking for like scavenger, bounty hunter type ships and such, because these characters here are actually most of the main characters in the series, and these are actually the Freemaker characters that are flying the ship. And their overall group of these characters right here are called the Freemakers. And so, because when I saw the trailer the other day, because Disney actually released a trailer, and Star Wars.com did as well. And when I watched the trailer, I was like, this might be interesting. I don't know. I'm going to have to watch the series and find out. But so far, from what I've seen, I think it's going to be pretty good. I don't think it's going to be horrible or anything like that. It's going to have the sense of humor that LEGO's always done with their movies and such as well. And it's going to have maybe some backstory behind some characters from The Force Awakens. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet, but I have a feeling it's going to have to bring some backstory to something from Star Wars, from the Star Wars canon, which will be pretty interesting indeed for a lot of you Star Wars fans out there, and LEGO fans as well. And so, the main character, for what I've seen, I'm thinking it's going to be this little kid right here, this one main figure called Rowan. And he's probably going to be the most popular character. If anyone ever watches the series out there, he's probably going to be the most fan favorite character out of the series, because he's probably going to have most of the adventures in the series, other than these other characters. These other characters are probably going to be with Rowan to assist him and be around him and everything, because for what I've seen, their family, they're like this one big family together, everything. Brother, sister, older brother, younger brother, etc. And they got their droid assistant here named Roger, or ROGR, or just called Roger, which is kind of interesting because Battle of the Clone Wars says Roger, Roger. So, yeah, that was kind of interesting. And that was kind of cool how they did that. How they destroyed Roger, and they kept saying Roger, Roger during the Clone Wars, saying yes sir instead of yes sir, catch a sir, or whatever. Which is it's a nice throwback to the Clone Wars, I gotta admit. It's a nice throwback to the prequels overall, with the battle droids and such. So yeah. And so anyways, this set here, it's okay set. I gotta admit, it's a set that you would get, but eventually get. It's a set that you would get for less than $50, because I can understand why people are saying this should be less than $50 because of all the features overall, because there isn't that many features in this big ship, this big carrier. As I should say, like a cargo ship or anything like that. But it's a pretty cool set, especially for the fans that are interested in the Freemaker adventures. And so I'm going to explain more into that when we get into the vehicle and such overall. And so let's get into the main figures first, and then we'll get into the main builds of the set. And we'll get into the final thoughts after it works. So let's go, guys. So guys, the first main figures I'm going to show you guys is Rowan and Roger. Or as these characters would call him ROGR, or just Roger. And so these baby figures here are very nicely detailed, especially Rowan. He's nicely detailed as well, with a nice yellow and the dark green pants, dark green colored pants here, or legs or whatever. And so, these figures are pretty cool. I got them. They got some nice hair, a nice hair texture for the head, for the head piece here, for the head, and for the hair. Very nicely detailed. Really, it really reminds me of a Rogue type of character. This type of character kind of reminds me of a Rogue type character. Just say, what's it? Be like a bad boy or something like that. Just to be a bad boy. So you guys should probably know what that means by now, because most people do. And so, nicely detailed for Rowan. And Roger, for Roger, he is basically made out of droid parts, battle droid parts from the Clone Wars, and he's got a mixture of different colors. He's got a dark brown for the torso part. He's got some darker orange for like the Geonosian battle droid from 2013. He's got that kind of arm, that kind of legs, that kind of head. And for the left arm here that's holding the cup, holding like the little red bug, it's like a Yoro yellow, like a Yoro tan, as I should say, instead of yellow, that you would see a normal battle droid, which is pretty cool. And so, for Roger, I think he was like a battle droid during the Clone Wars, but he was found by these Freemakers and was reprogrammed to assist them during their adventures across the galaxy, searching for destroyed TIE fighters, X-Wings. They scavenge them and build something of their own. So they're basically like recycle men that use spare parts from destroyed TIE fighters, Star Destroyers, X-Wings, A-Wings, Y-Wings. So the Purge are the kind of people that are swooping in after a major battle between the Rebel Alliance and the Galactic Empire, and just salvage anything that they can find, and collect it and take it to their base of some sort, to their space station or whatever, and salvage whatever they can, and just rebuild anything that they want to, just to recycle the parts into something new. So that's pretty cool. I gotta admit, that's pretty interesting for such things in Star Wars, because we've seen that stuff in Star Wars before, like Star Wars: The Clone Wars, and basically any time in the Star Wars universe, from the Star Wars original trilogy to the prequels to the TV shows. We've seen that stuff before, but we never got a major story behind that kind of stuff. And now we finally do, apparently, which is kind of surprising for Lucasfilm to go deeper into a story of that such type of thing, where they would come in and salvage whatever they could find from after a major battle, and recycle them, and recycle all that destroyed parts. So that's pretty cool. Just a little backstory behind the Freemakers, just to let you guys know that was all like backstory behind the series and such, of what you should be expecting if you're gonna watch the series. And so anyways, back to the main figures here. As you can see, Rowan here, let's move Roger to the side because we already looked at him already. He's got like a tile on the back as well, which is the same color as the one arm here with the red bug, which is pretty cool. So we're first with Roger, and so let's get to Rowan here. We'll just go a little deeper into him. He's got a nice torso there with his yellow jacket as such. He's got some nice detailing. He's got his belt here all around. He's got his blue shirt in there. Looks like he's got some overalls on the back, showing you some nice details, showing some dirt or whatever on his jacket. And so as you can see, he's got some binoculars as well. And so you take the hairpiece off. As you can see, it's not a double-sided face, it's just this one-sided face, which is a pretty cool face. He looks very bad boyish. He's like excited to do whatever he's doing, which is pretty cool. So he's pretty much like a little kid, like your usual little kid, having fun and such. And so, as for addition to Rowan, he actually gets this little white helmet with the binoculars right here, or not binoculars, goggles connected to the helmet, to the white helmet here, which is pretty cool. And that's what he looks like with the helmet on, with the goggles put down. And the goggles put up. That's what it basically looks like. Then we can put the hairpiece back on him. Here we go. And so that is Rowan and Roger. And so let's get on to the last two main figures of the set overall. And then we'll get onto the main builds of the set and the final thoughts. So let's go, guys. Let's get into the last two main figures of the set. So guys, the last two main figures we get in the set here is Xander and Cordy. Or Cordy. I don't know how to say her name though, but I know how to say his name, Xander. And so these two characters here are the older brother and the sister of Rowan. So the Purge are a big family all together. And so, as you can see, for Xander and Cordy, or Cordy, don't know how to say her name right, but I think it's Cordy. As you can see here, they both got some nice detailing on them as well, along with Rowan. Got some dirt on the jacket, such like oil or whatever. And so Cordy has like a tan green and type of color for her jacket, and Xander, he actually doesn't have a jacket of some sort. He looks like he has like a shirt or whatever, or like a sleeveless shirt. And so, as you can see, he's got his jacket. I think he has a jacket just with the sleeves torn off. I think that's what it is. I'm not quite sure, but I'm thinking that's what it is. So as for him, he has the same blue from the pants and from the legs to the jacket and the torso. And so he's got some straps here all over him. He's got his yellow or tan colored shirt inside and the inside. For Cordy, she's got the same type of color shirt in the inside. She's got her green and like a medium green type of color jacket. She's got her straps on here as well. She's just got some binoculars strapped around her neck, which is pretty cool. Whoop, just knocked over Xander. And for Xander, he has a wrench, and for Cordy, she has a, I can't remember what that is. It's like like a razor blade or something. Something like that. I can't remember what it's called. So I can't remember what it's called. But they both have some mechanical tools and such. They got the tools ready to scrap through the heaps of scavenging through the heaps of junk and such. It's going out of space and such, or in the hangar or whatever. Seeing what they could break apart and use to rebuild stuff and such. So yeah. And for Xander, the hairpiece is nicely detailed as well. It looks to me like Xander says that is that neat type of person with the hair. And for Corey, she's got her ponytail on the back. I keep banging the camera stand. She's got her ponytail right here. She pretty much has like a girly type of hairpiece, just with the same color of brown from Xander as well. Rowan has like a lighter type of brown for the hair for his hairpiece, but these two have the same type of brown color itself. Got some nice detailing all around, everything. And so we take the hair pieces off of her. She does not have a double-sided face either, nor does Xander. So none of these main figures in the set have a double-sided face, which is okay. And so that is the last of the main figures, guys. And so let's get into the main build of the set, and then we'll get into the final thoughts. So let's go, guys. So the first build of the set here that you would build, the first part of the set that you would build is this little bulldozer. Oh, I'm not. I know it's easy to remember, but I can't really remember it for some reason. It's a bulldozer. It's that bulldozer type of vehicle. And so it looks like he's scooping up some rocks and such, and this little translucent blue crystal, which is pretty interesting because in the series, from the trailer I saw on StarWars.com and Disney XD, these crystals here are like multiple parts of a kyber crystal. It's a type of lightsaber, but it's very, very rare. it's one of the first lightsabers that was ever made, and these are the crystals that were part of the blade. And so, which is pretty cool. I gotta admit, it's really interesting. And so, these crystals are gonna show a big story plot to the series because the Empire, Darth Vader, and the Emperor, and along with these Freemaker characters are gonna join the Darth Vader and the Emperor. They're gonna be Darth Vader is pretty just going to find them because, well, the Emperor, he discovers the Kyber Saber and they just wants it for power. As usual, he's just being normal Emperor Palpatine, just wanting power, and he's a man-hungry power man, just wanting power of everything. And so, he wants Vader to go and hunt down these pieces of the Kyber Saber, and so he could release its power from the Saber for the Emperor. And meanwhile, that's going on, Rowan, he finds a piece of the Kyber Saber, and Nare comes into play and helps the Freemakers get these Kyber crystals, so these crystal pieces to make the Kyber Saber, so they could beat the Empire with the Kyber Saber. And so they basically join Luke Skywalker, Leia, Han Solo, the Rebel Alliance to find these pieces so they can save the galaxy from falling under the control of the darkness, falling into full darkness, complete darkness. And so, yeah, these crystals are going to show a big story plot to the series. I gotta admit to you. So it's going to be really interesting how they play along with these pieces of the crystal. And so that's pretty interesting. That's why they have these crystal pieces in this set. It's because of that specific reason. And so the crane in this bulldozer here, the shovel piece here can move, so they can scoop it up like so, and pull it up. And so the legs here can move freely, and the feet can move as well, so you can make a walking or whatever. Same thing for the leg on this side here. And I'm just going to keep the pieces out because they're just falling out. And so here's the cockpit right here, where you would drive the thing, and you can put Rowan in there. And this is why they gave him the white helmet, so when he's driving the bulldozer or whatever, he has his safety helmet on and everything. Stick it right in there. And that's what it looks like inside the bulldozer. He's cruising along, finding stuff to scavenge up, basically, from the mines or whatever, for whatever they have on the ship that they find in space. And so yeah, that's what this bulldozer is. So that's all this thing can do basically. But there's a special feature to this bulldozer that I'm going to show you guys soon with the bigger part of the set, the Star Scavenger. And so let's get into the Star Scavenger so I can show you guys that feature, and we'll get into the final thoughts afterwards. So let's go, guys. So okay, guys, so here's the Star Scavenger, the main build of the set. And so as you can see, this really looks like a hammerhead from Star Wars Rebels, but it's not actually a hammerhead starship like you see in Star Wars Rebels, where Sarah Organa sends in these assistant starships with Princess Leia. And so, yeah, it's not exactly a hammerhead, but it kind of does look like that, but it's not exactly. And so, while I was building this ship, I was thinking, how can a Star Wars fan use this set? And I'm like, this was meant to store cargo and all that, and I'm like, you know, this could be a perfect vehicle for a cargo ship. And so, like a scavenger type of ship, starship, where scavengers would fly the ship around, scavenge and stuff. And that's basically what this ship is meant for, basically. That's what this ship's flown around by these Freemakers. And that's what it's meant to do, store cargo, store scavenger type tools and such, and junk and such, like, you know, like broken parts and such, and the hangar and everything, just to store cargo as such, basically. So they can take it back to the space station unload the cargo or whatever they carry, or whatever it carries, and salvage through it. Salvage through everything, looking for stuff that can be useful for them. And so, yeah, it's pretty interesting of a ship. I think a lot of Star Wars fans will likely use this for like a scavenger type of ship or a bounty hunter ship or whatever. And so, yeah. And so, we take a look at the back here real quick. Here are the engines right here. 3 engines on the back. On the front, here's the cockpit. Here's the translucent blue visor. And we can put Corey, Rowan, and Xander in there. Gotta take the tools off their hands though. It's kind of hard to stick them in there though. Fortunately, it's one of those sets that's gonna be kind of hard to store stick the May figures in there. So I would just suggest sticking them in there. I guess that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna throw them in there because it's just gonna take up a lot of time to try and get them in there, right? Or just stand in there. It's off the control panel right here. That's the control panel right there. It's a new printed piece. It's printed. It's a new printed piece for the Lego Star Wars sets for this wave. You can see this control panel piece in many other sets as well. Just close it up, and now that they're in there. There we go. Now that they're in there, they're ready to fly the ship. And so these turrets here on both sides can rotate 360 degrees. And so both of them have translucent blue spring-loaded shooters, which I'll fire off right now. You're lucky for me, they landed right in the right spots, so they won't fall off the studio, which is good for once. And actually, right here as well, these are engines right here as well, which is pretty interesting. Stick these spring shooters back in here. And so for the main feature of the set here, you can open this up here, which is pretty interesting. These pieces could come out. They act like more like a wings. And so this could all open up here. As you can see, it's all empty in there. Now the reason why this is all empty in here is because for a specific reason, which I'll show you guys in a second. But first I'm going to show you guys another feature. This whole thing can pull out. It come all down like that. Come down like that. This is pretty interesting. And that's how you would deploy this bulldozer here, which is pretty cool. So how you would close this up, it's pretty interesting how you would do that. You just close up like this. That's what it will look like. It's closed up, all closed up. And you just stick it right in there. It'll just go right in there. It'll fit perfectly in there. So that's pretty cool. That's how you would store the bulldozer, which is pretty cool. And so for Rowan and Roger, you can stick them in there. You can basically stick them all in there. All the May figures in there. And so you can store the cargo as well. But I'll show you guys how to do that in a second here. Then we can close all this back up. And I push one of the pieces off. It's all the ready for flight. And for the... Guys, just keep kicking these pieces off. Now, just let you guys, for a reminder, be careful how you pick this up because you can easily knock these pieces off here. And so, for the cargo, it's pretty interesting how you store it. You know, Rowan's hairpiece just fell out. You can stick the cargo in, these pieces in there. You just gotta put them inside the bulldozer very carefully. It's a very sneaky way of how you do it. Just stick them in there. You just pull the boulder, the shovel piece down while it's inside the ship, and so you can store it. You just pull up in there. It'll basically stay in there. And so that's pretty cool. There we go. And so all the pieces are in there. All the cargo, all the crystals, the cargo, the rocks, all the May figures can fit inside the ship, which is nice for once. you don't get that many Lego Star Wars sets where you can store all the minifigures. So this is the first. This is the first time in a while where you can fit all the minifigures in there. Every single accessory can fit in this little cargo ship called the Star Scavenger. So overall, guys, this set here, it's an okay set. This is not a set you should get right away unless you're a big fan of the Freemaker adventures, which I don't think that there's that many people out there that are. From my perspectives and from my research, I don't think there's gonna be that many people that are big fans of this series. But I think there's gonna be people that will watch the series just because of Star Wars or Lego Star Wars, or they just need to have some comedy sort of thing in their daily basis time, on their daily time, on their daily time during the day. You can watch some sort of comedy thing because Lego Star Wars, anything that's Lego, like a Lego, like the Lego movie or just a Lego series or a Lego short. They're always funny. I gotta admit, they're always funny. In any way, shape, or form, they're always funny, no matter what. They always make them funny. And so, overall, guys, this set here, this set I would say to get, but not for $50. So this is not worth $50, even though it's at the piece count for the price. I know it's there, but this set is not worth $50. I would really put this at a $40 range. Not $30 range, because it will be like it's a better deal, $30, but it's not basically worth $30. I would say $40 for the most, because of all the features that are in the set, basically. But I gotta say, these minifigures are great. I really like these minifigures. Lego did a great job to get nest work on these characters, especially for the series as well. Because this is what they're gonna look like in the series, because it's a Lego Star Wars TV series. So it's gonna be, these minifigures are what they're gonna look like in the series. So that's pretty cool. You get a bigger idea of what they're gonna look like in the series on TV. And so overall, this set is great. I gotta admit, this is a great set to have. Just really like it. Oh, and by the way, I almost forgot to show you guys this. This is a sticker right here. This little Freemaker logo right here on top of the cockpit hatch. There's a sticker right here. Better look at it here real quick. This is a Lego hand right here. That's the symbol of the Freemakers, which is pretty cool. So, overall, guys, great set. I recommend it, but not right away. And I almost forgot to tell you guys this as well. These are stickers here as well. Same logo on the front here. It's the Lego hand for Freemakers. Same thing on the wing on this side as well. So, hopefully that's all I need to show you guys now. And so, let's get into the box, guys, and we'll get to the final thoughts. So let's go, guys. So here's the box, guys. As you can see here, it's a really thin box right here, and a pretty normal size $50 set box, as I would say. And as you can see here, for the scenery in the background, here's the space station, their home. So that's space station there, and there's the Star Scavenger flying in space in the asteroid field or whatever. And here are the minifigures here. They're all nicely new, exclusive to the set, and the set only for now at least. And we got the Disney logo down here at the bottom right hand corner. We got the information on the side with the age range, the set number, the name of the set, and the piece count. Look at the top here. We got Kyle Rang here. We got the Lego Star Wars logo here for the sheer, for now at least. Got on the top here, the minifigures at the top. On the back here, we got the translucent blue hologram views of the bulldozer and the Star Scavenger. Here we got the advertisement for the new Lego Star Wars app. This is pretty cool. I haven't played it yet, but I think it's going to be pretty cool. I've been waiting for this app to come out just to have a Lego Star Wars app again, just to do some Lego Star Wars on the phone, on my iPhone. And so, yeah, enough about that. Here's all the next features to the set: the bulldozers, movable shovel and legs, everything. The spray wheel shooters, the storage for the bulldozer is on the Star Scavenger. And I forgot to show you guys this. I don't know why I forgot to show you guys this. This is one of the biggest features of the set. And I'll show you guys when I'm done. We'll show you guys the box. Here's the opening on the bottom here. I guess get a better look here. Here's the looks, and we pull everything out from the back so you can get the bulldozer in there. Basically what it looks like right here. Go see. We'll see him here with driving the bulldozer. Xander with his wrench. Cordy with her razor or whatever it is. And here's Roger just cruising, just chilling, doing whatever, just doing what Valtron would do. And so, for the one feature I didn't show you guys yet, which is kind of shocking because I didn't show you guys this. This can actually split in half. There we go. It can actually split in half, which is pretty cool. I don't know why you would do that, but you can. And that's the one big feature I forgot to show you guys, is that you can split this in half. Have have this cargo ship just flying out of space, somewhere, wherever, and have this fly off. I think that's why they got the engines right here, which is pretty interesting. So yeah, if they get a quick escape, they can just abandon their cargo and just fly away, fly into hyperspace. So that's the box, guys. And so let's get into the final thoughts. So let's go, guys. Let's end it off. So overall, guys, this set here is a great set to have, but not a set you should get right away, especially for not $50, unless you're a big Lego Star Wars The Freemaker Adventures fan, which I don't think there are that many out there. So at the moment that I'm recording this review, so this is a great set, especially if you're one of those Star Wars fans that are looking for a cargo ship or something, some sort of something like that, like a scavenger ship or a bounty hunter ship, another bounty hunter ship, or something like that. For Star Wars, because Star Wars, it's one of those stories that it could be anything. You could basically think of anything for Star Wars. It's like an anything type of story where it's pretty much endless. Star Wars is basically endless at this point because they're making these new movies and such. They're bringing out these new TV shows, all these books, comics, toys, video games. Basically, anything that you can think of is going to be Star Wars themed eventually. Star Wars is basically a story that it's basically endless. It's basically anything that you can think of. It's basically all based off imagination, basically. Based off all your imaginations, all your dreams, and such, all your amazing dreams in there. And so, yeah, that's basically what Star Wars is. It's basically a great fantasy story to tell us the story of the light and the dark, the heroes and the evilness of the galaxy, being tormented by terror and evilness, and such as the heroes be overwhelmed by the evil, by the dark side and the light, battling it out across the galaxy, claiming who's going to control the galaxy, who's going to claim it, the victory for the galaxy. It's basically endless, just to tell you the truth. Star Wars is basically endless at this point, especially now, with Star Wars coming back to the public, especially after The Force Awakens, with Rebels going on still. The Clone Wars was ended a couple years back. That basically brought Star Wars fans back to life. For the prequels, Clone Wars was basically a fraction that brought Star Wars back into life after the prequel movies in the early 2000s. And so, yeah. Star Wars is basically endless at this point. It can be basically anything that you can think of. Especially because the Freemaker Adventures is basically a perfect example of what Star Wars can be. It can basically be anything that you can think of. Basically, I think that's why Lego and Star Wars and the Lucasfilm came together. It brought us this new Lego Star Wars series to Disney XD. Just so you get, so a lot of people can understand that Star Wars can basically be anything that you can think of, where you can imagine with the mind of a human being. So yeah, of a man or woman. So yeah. So I'm gonna rate this. So guys, anyways, I'm gonna rate this set, guys, a 8 out of 10, just because of the price. It's not exactly worth $50, but it is worth it at the same time. It just by my standards, by my personal opinion. So it's okay if you guys have a different opinion about the set. I completely understand why, because I've seen a bunch of other reviews and I've gotten some mixed feelings about the specific set, so I can clearly, perfectly understand why. And so, go rate this set 8 out of 10. just because of the, I think there could be more to this ship, like a bigger front piece here. Instead of just having the cockpit, they could add a little more inside looks to it. So that's gonna be it, guys. So be sure to subscribe and comment down below on my channel. And I'll see you guys in another LEGO Star Wars 2016 Summer Set review or a minifigure review, which I'm continuing my series for minifigures, which is pretty cool. This is something I just started doing, so I'm hoping that this series for the minifigure series is gonna escalate into something bigger eventually down the road. So have a great day, guys. Bye.